Thanks, Tara. Hi, everyone. I'm here to talk about print and specifically paper. I think interesting that Ian was talking about supply chains and things like that. Print has big supply chains, and there's still lots to do to get it to where we want to get it to. There's transportation, there's water, there's energy, there's lots of things that factor into producing print products, but I'm going to specifically talk a little bit about paper. Oh no. There we go. Bit of fact or fib to start with, just a bit of fun. I've only got 5 minutes, so this is quick fire, which is perfect time for me. Paper is bad for the environment, fact or fib? Fib. It is a fib. It is a fib. It's a highly recyclable material, and in Europe, paper fibres are used on average 3.5 times. So paper's produced, it's recycled, it's repulped, it's reproduced again and reused. So it's this sort of ever evolving circle of usage. Next one, are European forests increasing in size? It's a fact. European forests are increasing in size by 1,500 football pitches every day. And 90% of the European pulp used in the European advertising comes from European forests. So we are regenerating and regrowing, and there's lots of initiatives and organisations that really support this, and I'll go on and talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So there's definitely this perception versus reality situation. The perception of chopping down trees and it being really bad for the environment isn't the reality. And there's, again, I could talk for a long time about this, but if you want to chat anymore, do come and speak to me. But the realities are very different to lots of perceptions. Not in this room though, because you've got everything right, so it was really good. And essentially there's like a code of like ethical behaviour around this. When I read up on a few things around this, there's lots to do with code of ethics, right? There's transparency in advertising and media, in every walk of life really, but transparency, honesty, not talking about your products in the wrong light, overshadowing them, making them look better than they are. But one code of ethic that really stood out to me was taking accountability for environmental impact, ensuring ethical supply chains, and supporting social causes. And that's really important for what I do is within our agency and the direction that we want to go as a business. And we were proud to be the first UK media agency to offer an end-to-end sustainable print solution. And we do that through various organisations and the way in which we support various organisations, one of which is the World Land Trust. And they have an initiative called Carbon Balanced Paper. And just so you know, the World Land Trust is a global conservation charity protecting the world's most biological, significant and threatened habitats. So when we produce print within our agency on behalf of our clients, we have the opportunity to balance all of the carbon in that process. There's lots to do around transportation with electric vehicles and solar powered energy and renewable energy, but which is all being worked on, and I think we will see vast improvements over the coming years. But from a print perspective, balancing that carbon is so important and something that we're already doing and proud of it. And 100% of the paper that we purchase is carbon balanced through the World Land Trust. And the word is spreading. Lots of people are doing this as well now, and you can see the little logos. I should have mentioned slightly earlier, but the little logos that you can have on your creatives. It's a showpiece for you supporting these initiatives, and what ultimately happens is when we produce a piece of print, we log the tonnage of paper that we use, and then we in connection with the World Land Trust, we know how much carbon we've offset, and then we make donations to this charity that go to certain initiatives. In the last 4 years alone, we've offset nearly 9,000 tonnes of paper. Well, what does that really mean? Well, it's 5,500 round trips on a plane from London to New York, 13 million miles driven in a car, and lots of train journeys, just to put it into some sort of weird perspective. And these are some of the initiatives that get supported through this initiative, this trust. Just to finish off, there's educational programs, there's restoration and conservation initiatives, and protection against deforestation. Two really amazing examples, and there's lots of papers to read up on through Two Sides, Love Paper and Carbon Cove. Go and Google it, have a look. There's some amazing initiatives, and we're really proud to be part of that and balancing our carbon through our print. Thanks. That's it.